So you want to hear some Sojaboy music?
Let's hear it.
My stepfather's music?
Yeah, let's hear it, bro. Stepdad's music, bro. Stepdad that never was.
If you want connect, we go there, okay. Why for me? Go down for me. I like the way you put it down on me. You they make me hydrate too. Right now, body don't they vibrate too. Why for me? Go down for me. I like the way you put.
It kind of slap.
It's hanging out. Yeah. All right.
We'll see live feature music. Live feature.
It gives me like, you ever been to high school like grinding parties back in the day, like
Oh, low key, yeah.
like basement parties?
Where the that guy? Look at that girl. Well, yeah, that's good old stepdad. Damn, seriously, what if you went to Grammy?
They
You
Yeah.
could have been my Faja. You're no longer my Faja. So it's all good.
Yo, bro, wait, wasn't your stepdad a rapper?
All right, for one, this man Usman, not my stepfather, will never be my stepfather. Lost his opportunity, if you will. But yeah, this man was a rapper, and he is still a rapper. Last time I checked. Let's talk about this man Usman and my mom for a second, bro.
About it.
When I first heard about Usman, my mom calls me and she's like, "Hey, I'm about to go to Africa," and I'm like, "What is her white ass supposed to go to Africa for?" Africa, in country, in continent in the world, we're going to Africa. All right, bet. She said, "Yeah, I met this guy. He's a rapper. He's on a TV show." And I'm like, "What TV show?" She said, "90 Day Fiance." And I'm like, "The one with that fat Ed, big Ed,
Yeah, the no neck dude.
that no neck guy?"
Yeah,
I said, "Okay, I know about him. Never watched the show before. Reality TV never been my cup of tea personally." So first thing I do, go to Instagram. Yeah, have you seen what he looks like?
Nah.
All right,
Honestly,
let me show you this board real quick.
I just know that the wildest thing is that he took Sojaboy's name, like,
Bro,
so like that's wild to me.
I never even really gave it a thought. Apparently, the real Sojaboy has commented before, but I'm the real Sojaboy.
Because
The Stevie Cat is
Drake,
really Sojaboy.
like, yeah.
Here's Mr. Usman.
Oh nah.
Right. That's my mom's love.
Oh nah, for real.
My mom's lover. His potential lover. Her potential lover. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's been on the show before, and I have to show you his ex, baby girl Lisa. Shout out baby girl Lisa.
Do I want to see this?
Hey, everyone sees beauty and everything. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Beautiful woman. Truly. She had hated my mom since day one. Always been jealous. People will compare her and my mom. They're both older, white. You're like, this one height and white. Watch your fuck. My mom and her, huge difference. I've heard Lisa's very mean, rude. My mom's like a little butterfly. So, you want to hear some Sojaboy music?
Let's hear it.
My stepfather's music?
Yeah, let's hear it, bro. Stepdad's music, bro. Stepdad that never was.
If you want connect, we go there, okay. Why for me? Go down for me. I like the way you put it down on me. You they make me hydrate too. Right now, body don't they vibrate too. Why for me? Go down for me. I like the way you put.
It kind of slap.
It's hanging out. Yeah. All right.
We'll see live feature music. Live feature.
It gives me like, you ever been to high school like grinding parties back in the day, like
Oh, low key, yeah.
like basement parties?
Where the that guy? Look at that girl. Well, yeah, that's good old stepdad. Damn, seriously, what if you went to Grammy? You could have been my Faja. You're no longer my Faja. So it's all good. So then getting back to my potential stepfather, Usman, my mom and him started filming. I'm not really part of it in the beginning because I They didn't want it to be. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know if I wanted to even like be in the story, have like my name out there. But I'm seeing the doing it. So she goes to Africa. They end up calling me, doing a FaceTime video. We do that. It's the first real interaction to go with Usman. Weirdest shit ever. It was like, it just felt very forced, you know? He's like, I don't know what to say to you. And mind you, Usman is like maybe 4 or 5 years older than me.
Oh no.
Which was another mind fuck. Yeah, like they were like, oh my god, so they were like 15 years of age difference. Probably more than that. This man, he literally could have been my stepbrother. So let's take that into account, everyone who thought I was getting him Archon. He's basically me, just a little older, you know. But anyways, so
Basically me.
literally, so
Wow.
you know what I had to do? I had to go off the phone, and then I had to call my boys, and I'm like, "This is what's going on." I gave them their reaction. They're like, "How did your mom, any man in the world, she finds this Nigerian rapper
Right.
who she swears like her soulmate?" Obviously, did not happen. Am I upset about it? Not really. Getting back to Usman, I ended up going to film with my mom and the others of her season. That was called a tell. We do that. I get a lot of roses and flowers, and Usman gets met with shit, like throwing tomatoes on stage.
No
They
shade.
did not like him, especially over me. They did not like how he was treating my mom. He felt like a bad guy. And at this time, like I didn't completely hate Usman. Wasn't the biggest fan of him. But I didn't hate him. Didn't really start not liking him until after we ended up doing that. That episode where we were all together came out. Hello. He chooses to go to social media and starts like blaming the network for shit. And he's expecting me and my mom to like have his back. You mean like, yeah, fuck the network, fuck the network. I never said that. That never came out of my mouth. TLC, it was, I did not do that. Okay. I called Usman before he does that, mind you, telling him like, bro, don't do that. Like, if not gonna be a good look for you or my mom's, obviously I'm gonna roll on my mom. I was like, you're gonna need to get harder on her, you know, to get everything. He says, okay, Jamal, I won't do it. Literally, turn my phone the next day. It's all over social media. So I'm calling, like, bro, why did you do that? He lied. He basically says I don't have his back. He ends up blocking me on Instagram. Really fucking petty. Because I didn't support his like post and all that. And I didn't follow him. So he blocked me. Because I was like, bro, I'm not gonna have people thinking I'm supporting what you're doing.
Right.
Supporting what you're saying. My mom got caught in the middle. So for months and months, if my mom was like, when I come out to California, because I hadn't moved here yet, she'd be on the phone with them. She would like leave the room. Like if I could come into the house, she would get off the phone with them. Like she did not want us talking. Which I don't know from them. Mind you, he's older than me as well. I'm like, be mature. Like you don't need to hang out because I walk in the room. You scared? You scared? It was just weird to me. But anyway, so fast forward. I ended up having an opportunity to finally meet him.
To Nigeria.
Went to Nigeria. That was my first trip, mind you. Like my first trip going out of the country, out of the way. And you know, that flight total was almost like 20 hours. And, you know, flying like that, you're like, oh, I'm about to be on the beach. I'm about to be living. No, I went to Nigeria. No disrespect to Nigerians everywhere, but look, man. I'd rather that at the beach. Let's keep it real. I don't.
Where was it at in Nigeria?
I was in Abuja.
No idea.
No one knows. No one knows.
I mean, I know where Nigeria is.
Look, as soon as I get off the plane into customs in Nigeria, they see these rings. Mind you, they were different rings. They were very fake at the time. They're like, give me a couple of your rings to get in my country. And I'm like, haha, jokey joke. I thought me and Border Patrol were just talking around joking. He was like, no, serious, sir. Like, you want to get in? I need something. I'm like, I already paid my visa. This is already happened. Everything's already been paid for. Luckily, I had some handlers with me, and they ended up seeing this. And they're like going back and forth in some language I do not know. And just so y'all know, like that's very racist. That's not how they speak there. So there's no,
That's wild.
at least not there.
That is wild.
Have you heard that though?
Well, that's actually a language that's spoken.
Well, not every African
No,
does
not
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot what it's called.
They were yelling though. I was hearing. I just get through. I was starving at the time, mind you. That's another thing. I meet Usman after I get through customs and did not have to pay the bribe at that time. I did have to pay it when I left, because no one was there to help me.
Damn.
Whatever. Charges to the game.
Charges of the game.
But I meet Usman, and this is what happens, bro. Literally, he sees my mom, gives her a big hug, and they're kissing, and I'm like, oh, it was just weird for me. There's pictures out there too. So when I meet him, it's like this, a very stale, like, oh, this is gonna be this is gonna be forced as fuck.
Yeah.
He's doing this goofy smile. Me, dude, I'm so hungry. I swore, I was like, why would you not bring me food? Like, where's
Why would he bring you food?
why not bring me food, bro? Anyway, we get to the hotel after an hour and a half of traffic. You go like 10 miles. Nigeria's highway systems and road systems it's scary.
It's like free for all.
I couldn't do it. Yeah, it's literally free for all.
Yeah.
You got people selling food on the highway, walking in the middle of the street. Like, shit was different. But anyway, so we get to the hotel. I see some KFC. Oh my boy. I'm so excited. But didn't get to eat the KFC. That was for other people. I got to eat Usman's traditional food from his tribe, the Hausa. And the food was busting. I'm not gonna hold you. But I saw that KFC. I was like, oh, because when you see their food is different.
Yeah.
I was like,
You had the bread thing. I forgot what it was called. Yeah, I forgot what it was called.
Man, it was busting. Not gonna lie. Would I have eaten it like over KFC? Don't know. Because and the KFC in Africa are also very spicy. They don't have fries. It's spicy rice and shit is fire. Anyway, getting back to Usman. Soon as I'm eating, he's like, oh, I got to a present. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. It was this damn PS5. All right?
Yeah.
Let me address y'all. Okay? That PS5 was not re-gifted. Because my mom, did you know? My mom bought Usman a PS5 like the year before.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So when he bought me one, my initial thought too was like, is this the same one? Because the box that came in, the box was it had been opened before. And I was like, wait, hold on. But when I inserted it, he showed me he still had it.
Yeah.
So re-gift PS5. Granted, I've used it times. But is it
That PS5?
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to ask you if it worked.
No, it works. It works. Surprisingly.
Yeah, so there you go.
But anyway, I felt weird about accepting the gift because we hadn't really talked about things. I almost felt like he was trying to buy me off.
Yeah.
Which obviously I took the gift because who's not taking a PS5? Like, let's be real. I just flew in 20 hours. I did PS5. I like it here already.
Yeah.
So we get that gift going. Next few days in Nigeria are strange. It's like I never felt like Usman. You ever felt like a person just not being them full self? Like they're just trying to like say things you want to hear.
Oh yeah.
They like do things because they think it'll make them look good. You know, like I feel like how he was treating my mom was not how I told he was treating her when I wasn't around. So I called him out on it a couple of times. He was doing this. He was really pissing me off because he kept talking about how much he sacrificed for my mom because in his culture, he's supposed to be with a woman of, his culture and to be with someone that can give him children. So they were talking about having like him getting a second wife in order to like have a kid. And like my mom was really pissing me off because she's never said she wanted to be in a polygamous relationship. And I didn't know that going there, that's what the conversation was going to be. So dude, we end up like meeting up with his brother who has a child named Mahadi. Mahadi, you're a couple years older now. I hope you're doing well, my boy.
I'm happy.
He was going to be my brother. My mom was going to adopt this kid, bring him to Africa. Bring him to the United States. He was going to be my brother. My mom was going to adopt Usman's brother's kid. So Usman would have to go and get a second wife and have his own child. This was my summer last year. Not very fun. I wasn't gonna have a brother though.
That's wild.
Yeah, so obviously it did not end up happening. Felt like it was very forced. And even when Usman's brother said that he was basically okay with it, Usman was still like, no, I want my own child. With me as a man, I respect like child. With me as a man, I respect like I want to have my own child too. Like I don't know if I'd rather adopt. If I do want children, I'd want it to come from me. But I felt like he was just running around a lot of things, like putting my mom in these crazy situations, but then saying he was sacrificing a lot. Like, bro, she was coming all the way to you each time. You couldn't even come to the States.
Right.
So I just really felt like he was kind of like selfish thinking in that way. And I know in their like culture, it's like man says what we do. But when you're going to be with an American woman whose traditions and norms are just different, like you need to compromise in some way, which I'm sure his own way he thinks he did. But him being like, why don't we deal with this white woman? You know what my tribe or what my family say about me? Like, bro, she didn't force you to be in this relationship.
Yeah,
and I just hate when a man try to like blame the woman for the problems he has with his family. It's like, you're your own man. You didn't have to date her in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Usman, like I felt like he did and does really care about his culture, like his family, his faith, and like I really respect that.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't respect is I feel like there were times he would try to use his faith to like have an advantage over my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that was weird. Especially with the whole polygamy thing. Like it was very forced. They always feel like he cared about his people, he cared about his friends, his family. I do think he cared for my mom, but do I ever think he really wanted to marry her? Nah. Like I just feel like you do more as a man if you really want marriage. It's not like they were just like dating to date. Like they were talking about getting engaged, like having a family. And if you're talking about that, your actions need to back it up. And I just felt like there were a lot of times he was like doing weird shit. So getting back to Usman, like with me and him in Africa, right before I left, things got a little heated because I basically called him out and let him know, like, bro, I'm not gonna let you play my mom. Like at the end of the day, I know my mom's her own person. I'm not gonna let any man try to manipulate her in a negative way of like, he's the man, he's right. Like my mom's been strong, is raised me by herself her whole life. I'm not onto just all that strength she put on herself go to waste because this man who's like 20 years younger than her is basically telling her what she needs to do to be his wife. Like, bro, you're not that great. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, let's be real, Usman. You needed my mom way more than she needed you. And I'm not even talking about so much as TV, just like the things that my mom could have provided for you. I never said publicly that he like used her. But if we're looking at who had more to gain from that relationship, he did. My mom can find a plethora of men in the U.S. You know, there were like Houston never really seemed like a green card. Like Houston never seemed like he was reaching for a green card for my mom. But like there was never a plan that she was gonna come live in Nigeria. The plan was always he'd come here. When they were gonna have that kid, dude, they were already talking about, well, let Mahadi live with you. We were talking about all. We'll let Mahadi live with you. You raise him so you can have good education in America, and I'll come there every once in a while because he was still gonna do things in Nigeria, do things everywhere else. It's like, so you want my mom to be your babysitter to your like brother's kid, basically? That got weird to me. And the fact my mom was going through with it was crazy to me. I was like, Mom, what are you thinking? But anyway, so after I left Africa, I heard Usman talking a lot of shit about me. Him and my mom got some heated ass conversation. Mind you, they barely fought once while I was there, but apparently as soon as I left, the old Usman came back and he was talking all this shit. So I'm not saying he was scary to me, but like, where was all that talk when I was there, my boy? I didn't hear anything, none of it. So after that, we had to do another tell-all thing. That was like the last time I really talked to Usman. And so when my mom and him like broke up, and it was just a bunch of shouting. Like Usman always like shouts because he thinks him being loud will make people listen to him more. And it's like, no, I was literally in front of the screen that he was on. He was just shouting so much. Fast forward to now, like, you know, they still talk or whatever. I don't talk to Usman at all. Haven't really talked to him. I haven't wanted to. I just feel like the whole interaction with me and him, if I can sum it up, it was very fake, very forced. I tried to give him a benefit, even me always knowing the signs were red. And everyone who watched or anything always knew it was red. My mom's friends knew it was red. But my mom, the thing about her, when she falls in love with someone, like, she falls hard. You feel me? And it just became a whole thing of like, what can I do? He's not like this when with others. He has another side, and I'm sure we've all been there where someone we're with, your mutual friends, or someone you're with, like your friends and family may not like them, but you see the good in them because you think they're so good, but in reality, they're not shit. So that is my take on Usman. Wish him nothing but the best. Hope you and your girlfriend or whatever the fuck I'm seeing lately is doing well. You take care, Mr. Usman.